Okay, now that we have the color rinsed and we have Tim back in the chair, we're getting ready to do the styling. Again, I'm going to look to my design principles. Remember, I told you earlier that design principles for styling have three main categories. The first is the base, the product, and the volume. Initially, I'm going to work with the base by utilizing my fingers in the blow dry technique to create some volume through that area. Before I do that, I need to apply some product. I'm going to start with the scalp treatment from System 3. Again, just a couple of quick pumps, and we'll comb that through. After I comb the treatment through, I'm going to layer. But what I'm going to layer is I'm going to layer a mix. The first portion of the mix is my bodifying foam. I want a small to medium-sized ball of foam in my hand. Notice how that expands. It's super lightweight and very flexible. In order to give this bodifying foam a second gear, I'm going to add thickening spray to that, and I'm just going to mix those together in my hands. I'll break that down and make one new product. It's part of the beauty of the diversity of the styling line that we have here at NIOXIN. The mixing and the layering really takes these 8 products and gives you an infinite amount of formulas to work with. Now I'm going to work in at the base, starting on the top, and notice how I'm pulling the product through the ends with my fingertips, making sure I achieve a good application at the base and then pulling through. Now that I have my mix layered on top of my treatment, I'm going to go to the blow dryer. For this blow dry technique, I'm going to go without my nozzle. Again, I'm going to bring my fingers in, much like I applied the product, and bring the hair back and up for volume, utilizing the blow dryer from scalp towards end. Pay attention to how the blow dryer is following my hands away from the scalp to create that volume. I'm moving down cuticle with the heat to bring shine, but I'm also setting the hair away from the scalp. So for the dry style, I'm going to break the rules a little bit. Knowing that I was using the LightPlex technology that is in bodifying foam that allows the hair to be a little more manageable and voluminous, I'm going to continue using that technology with the regular hold NIOXIN spray. However, I'm going to utilize that on my hands. This spray gives me just enough working time to use it as a finishing product on my hands to maintain this great texture. We talked earlier today about how Tim's lifestyle required a good bit of diversity, and this is an amazingly easy style for the gentleman to do at home. One thing when it comes to building men's business in the salon, we talked about how you need to approach them differently, use different tools, make them feel special with special techniques, but we also need to educate them, not only on the care of what they're doing at home with System 3, but also on how to style that product and make it easy. So when he hits the golf course, and this is a very easy look for him to achieve, maybe he sends me a new guest in the salon. So for this look, I'm going to prep Tim with the treatment from System 3. Again, it's a nice fine mist, a couple of pumps, and comb it through. So I'll take a small amount of thickening gel. I'll emulsify this into my hands so that there's a nice shiny glaze on my hands, no excessive product in between my fingers or anywhere. Then we'll apply this to the hair. I like to start in the back and the sides when I'm working with thickening gel, just in case I had a little bit of excessive product somewhere I didn't emulsify it well enough. You don't want to put that right in the fringe. Then I'll move through the fringe, and again, notice how I'm working it from the new growth towards the ends. I really want to make sure I have that thickening gel with the Pro Thick technology nice at the new growth, because when I move into my brush strokes, I'm going to be pulling away from the scalp, and I want that hold to take place. Now before I start with my brush, I want to explain the technique. First off, I'm going to use a vent brush. One, because I think I can get a lot of volume with this, but I want a lot of control. So the way that this is going to happen is I'm going to brush into his hairline approximately the width of the brush. So when the front bristles reach the hairline, I'm going to roll the back of the brush forward, creating this line on these bristles right here. The reason I like to do this with fine and fragile hair is I'm controlling the tension at the scalp. I know this hair, I've cut this hair, I've colored this hair, and now I'm styling the hair. So I'm controlling the tension. I can actually dry this look without tension by just releasing the brush. Heat sets hair, I'm going to put the heat on the crease, and we're going to get a nice sharp line moving across his forehead. So we know how the brush is going to move, and I am going to use my air director to control where I'm putting the heat to get the set the way I want it. You can see how I'm accentuating this line, and we'll smooth that out with our definition cream when the blow dry is complete. I'm going to continue this technique through the top, making this ridge line go all the way down this side part, and then smooth blow dry with the vent and the air director to the head. Also on the sides, I'm going to keep the air director right with my vent brush. Now that Tim's more formal style has been completed, we can really see what we did with the color changes. If we have Tim tip his head down here just a bit, you can really see where my gradation multi-dimensional color is and how that creates a lot of depth within this look. Tim, if you look straight forward here, you can really show off how we cooled down the base tone by using that demi-permanent color in our adapted technique to just get rid of the golds. And I think what we've done here is we've created a look that's not only, very high fashion, but it's also masculine. And remember, we build the shape. We cut these shapes using our design principles. The color accents the shape and makes the shape move. So you can't really color without knowing where you're going in the shape. Always keep that in mind when you're working with the design principles that will lead your creativity to a wonderful final image such as Tim's. Appreciate your time today. I hope you enjoyed Tim. My name's Jason Schwind. We're NIOXIN. Hope to see you at our studio sometime soon.